an exciting week already in the NBA. It's going crazy. The NBA trades have officially started, and the off seasons I feel like get crazier and crazier. But this one, I don't know about you guys, but I'm a little down on the trades so far. They've kind of been a bummer. I know it's always exciting when, huge stars end up on new teams, and there's lots of teams after the Knicks have won that feel like, hey, we could win a championship too. We get 4, 5 great guys that come together and play amazing together. We can win it too. But some of these moves feel like a bummer to me. So let's go through some of the big trades from this week, and then we'll talk about some potential destinations for Jaylen Brown, as it seems the Celtics are going to trade him too. But I think the first place we got to start is the trade, the big one from today, which is LaMelo is gone from the Hornets and is joining the Timberwolves. Yes, that's right. And Josh Green and LaMelo are both going to the Timberwolves. Nas Reed and a bunch of picks and swaps and whatever else is going to Charlotte. And this one is kind of a bummer for me because it's Minnesota giving up on the power forward position almost entirely. And it's such a change of pace for them because for years now they've been targeting Denver. How do we guard Jokic? Denver's got these bigs, and how can we get big? And we've got these forwards who are versatile, and Nas Reed and Julius Randle, and they're both gone. So now the Timberwolves are pivoting. Instead of trying to compete against the Nuggets, it seems like they're trying to be like the Spurs, which is we're going to have 4 guards and we're going to have a center. Of course, Rudy Gobert is not as good as Wemby, though, so I'm not really sure what they're thinking here. I don't love it, but a lineup, of course, of LaMelo and Anthony Edwards and McDaniel, and Gobert, they have a good 4 or 5. They just re-signed DeSumo. Green comes back in the trade from Charlotte, but I don't think their depth is anywhere good enough. They have no power forwards, no center depth, really. And I don't know. 4 guards and Gobert doesn't really seem like that competitive with OKC or the Spurs, who everyone's gunning for. So this one was just strange for me for the Timberwolves. I like them trying something new, but it feels like them trying to be the Spurs is not really going to work out for them. Of course, we'll see what happens, but I don't know. I don't really love it. And for Charlotte, it's like, okay, they've been wanting to move off of LaMelo, so they get a bunch of picks. They get a good player in Nas Reed. Might as well go through with it. I think it's pretty good trade, but I just don't like it for the Timberwolves. And I wish if DiVincenzo would have been still playing next year, but he's going to be out with an injury. So the depth for the Timberwolves, I just don't see this working out. And that brings us to the other huge trade from the week, of course. Giannis has officially been moved. For the last couple of years, I've been predicting he ends up with the Knicks. Of course, the Knicks win the championship. No need for Giannis anymore. So they're out of the Giannis sweepstakes. And Miami is the winner, which I did not see coming. I thought for sure he's going to go to Boston, but Miami gets Giannis, and the reaction to that is, okay, like, why did they do this right now? They're clearly not going to be good enough next year, which is a shame for Giannis. He's been wanting to compete. He's been wanting to get back to, hey, we can win titles, but there's no way that they can next year. Their starting lineup is not good enough. Even if Bam shoots it way better, Bam, Giannis, Wiggins, they'll be good defensively for sure, but I don't really see this team competing. Could they be a top 4 team? Maybe 4th or 5th, but I don't know. I don't think they'll be a team that's really factored in during the playoffs. I don't think they'll be that scary. Of course, you've got Giannis and Bam, so it's not going to be an easy series. I think they will make the playoffs, but this is another one where it's like Giannis has been wanting to get to a contender. Maybe Miami has a plan. It's more exciting that Giannis is there, but I don't really see the contending part of this. The Heat, that lineup is not that good. Mitchell is right now their starting point guard, who's a great defender, but I don't know. It seems like they're going to lose Norm Powell. This is not that great of a roster. So, you got Fontecchio off the bench, but not a lot of depth. And I don't know, there's just a lot of teams in the East now that want to be in that top four, with Indiana coming back, with the Sixers saying, hey, we've got two young guards. The Magic are saying, we've got a new coach. Why not us? Toronto had a good year. The Heat feel like they're in that mix. They're not with the Knicks, the Celtics, the top of the East. So I don't know. The Heat, this one is another one that just feels a little off. I know we're excited about the big names being on the move, but this one, I don't know. I can't really get behind it. I hope they're better because I do love watching Giannis play. And I like the bigs, Bam and Giannis. I want to see them together, but I don't think this is a top four team. I think they could win a playoff series next year, but not a true contender in the East. And that brings us to the last one, a true contender in the East, the Celtics. And it feels like now they got to trade Jaylen Brown. This is going to be some offseason drama here because Jaylen Brown has proven to be a top 10 player now. And to me, it sounds like he wants to go home to Georgia. He wants to go back to Atlanta. So how can they figure out a way to trade? I think Jalen Johnson would have to be included. I don't think Boston needs that. They've got Tatum, who's their point forward type, really skilled, power forward, point guard, can play a bunch of different positions. So I don't see the Celtics needing him. So I think the only way this works is you get another team involved. Here, I got the Jazz being the ones involved, Markkanen to the Celtics, Jaylen Brown to the Hawks and Johnson to, Utah. I don't think Utah will do that because I think they want to see their team, see if they can make the playoffs next year, see what they got. But you get younger at power forward, you get a more skilled, more athletic power forward. Markkanen's obviously the better shooter and scorer currently, so I think this one would be interesting. And then, of course, what everyone's talking about, Jaylen Brown to the Rockets. Can this happen? Şengün and, Thompson, I think is what it'd be. Maybe Durant and Thompson for Jaylen Brown, something like this. Maybe Houston's got to throw in some picks as well. But these are really the options that I'm seeing for Jaylen Brown. People are talking about Portland. I don't see how that works. I mean, I know he wants to be the lead guy, but I don't think Portland really makes much sense. I don't know how they get it done. People are talking about Sharp and Scoot Henderson. Like, I don't think that's a good enough package to start with. So, and then the last wild card I'll throw out there is the Suns. Why not Devin Booker? Why not? And Dylan the Villain. You take the Suns' two best players, we'll give you Jaylen Brown and Hauser. There's something there. I mean, the Celtics, they get a hard-nosed defender with Dillon Brooks, and they get a smooth scorer if he can stay healthy. Obviously, with Booker, a change of scenery, Booker and Tatum. And I think there's a lineup there that could work for the Celtics. So that's kind of where I see Jaylen Brown going. I don't know what other teams might be interested here, but it's fun to see in the NBA. There's always a wild card team. There's always star players getting traded, things coming out of nowhere. So, yeah, that's I'm excited about the trade deadline, but I feel like it's a little underwhelming, and some of these teams are not getting better, even though they might be getting star players. So Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Who's going to be on the move? Seems like Kawhi Leonard and Jaylen Brown. Some more stars maybe could be moving. Who will LeBron James sign with? The NBA offseason keeps it interesting. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks.